It was really exciting from start to finish. There were some great plays on both sides. You know, Audrey Krajek for them is unbelievable. She's outstanding. We didn't have much of an answer for her. Kudos to her and the whole team. It was a fun match to be part of.
Coach, how important is it to win the first set?
Very important. I was looking at the stats, in fact, of both teams, that when they won the first set, I think that they had only lost one match. And I think the same for us. So I knew that the first set was a big deal, and just, you know, seeing the track record of both teams.
Jenna, first NCAA match of your career, 50 assists, 15 digs, 8 kills. Were you nervous at all?
A little bit. I started out a little slow. I was getting a little frustrated with myself, but my team was there to pick me up, so came out stronger in the last 2 sets.
Jenna, 4 double-digit kills, and you were almost there with 8. So talk about the distribution of getting a bunch of people involved in the game.
That's been a key of ours all season, because we're not the tallest team, so we've had to mix up who we set the ball to, and it shows because we've got a bunch of different hitters with double-digit kills every game instead of one go-to every match.
Coach Spinney, is that kind of the game plan going in every day?
Absolutely.
Spread it around? Why is that?
Well, we don't have any one player who, we don't have an Audrey Krajek, so we need to play with some speed and precision and distribute very much so that we can get some daylight for our hitters.
Coach, 6th one in the NCAA tournament all time. How big is this for your program?
Huge. We hadn't won a match since 1999, and that was weighing on me, honestly. So it's nice to get that off the bat.
Win number 30.
Yeah.
Talk about advancing to the next round, Jenna. You get to play again tomorrow.
It's pretty exciting. I mean, we were pretty confident coming in. We had a good week of practice, so I think we're excited for tomorrow too.
You know, Thomas More is a very formidable ball club and should be very proud of the performance that they had today. It felt like they had just a little bit more poise than we had, being a team that's been here repeatedly, and this being our first opportunity for a while. But at the same time, I thought our girls were warriors and went after it hard. I think it just came down to a couple breaking points that were mistakes to make the difference between winning and losing in the match. And, you know, we lost to a great team that played great today.
Coach, how difficult is it losing the first set?
You know, I guess I've never really thought about it that way. The game is set up that losing one set, you know, is not a difference maker. You know, I'm more worried about that 4th set than I was the first set. You know, we had the opportunity to win in the 4th set, and you know, made a couple breaking points, and that's the difference between winning and losing that set and overall match then.
Jade, can you talk about, you lose the first set, but you guys come back and win set 2 and 3. So talk about the momentum that you had rolling there after the 3 sets.
After the first set, we just kind of like to flush the negative, I guess, and then to start fresh with the next 2 sets. And I think the momentum really gave us the energy we needed to compete and to play for every point.
Coach, can you talk about your blocking scheme today? That seemed like that played a huge role in the match. You guys had 18 blocks.
Well, you know, we had watched some game film and had made a decision, the angles that we were going to try to block, and we did a pretty good job with that overall. You know, we thought that they tried to use the block in the first set and, you know, getting some tools, and we made an adjustment after that and don't feel like they tooled us nearly as many times after that. You know, we kind of took that away from them. We tried to take a couple angles away from some kids, and I think it, you know, benefited us and helped us. You know, they were pretty much played what our scouting report said, and you know, again, we just made a couple mistakes, you know, in execution that made the difference between winning and losing. You know, overall, we played hard. We followed the scouting report. We did what we needed to do. We just, you know, crumbled a couple times.
Coach, can you talk about Audrey's performance in her final match with the Big Blue? 24 kills and 17 digs.
Audrey is one of the best players in the nation and has really, you know, it's hard for anybody to get 24 kills, but when everybody in the world knows that the ball is going to go to her, and they do everything that they can to stop her anyway. To get 24 kills in that kind of environment is much more challenging, and she has been facing that the entire season. Everybody knows that Audrey's going to get the ball, and Audrey somehow finds a way to get it done. And then to be 6'2" and come up with that many digs in the back row, when she came in as a freshman, her freshman and sophomore year, she didn't play back row for us. She played middle hitter, and we moved her as a junior, and her serve, receive, and defense has just been, rock solid for us in that change.